Welcome to my series of micro lessons on the worlds and lives poetry, and we're starting off with lines written in early spring. We're going to go through these thematically, so don't be surprised that I go away from the order printed in your anthology, because it makes much more sense, this being a comparative exam, to go through these in thematic clusters. So we're starting with poems about nature and the human condition. And whilst Wordsworth is not my favourite poet, being very much a dead white man and not terribly relevant to me, I do have something in common with him in that I think nature is quite nice. The poem is basically this. Wordsworth is sitting outside, birds are singing, flowers are blooming, everything feels perfect, and then he remembers the state of the world and becomes horribly depressed. Sound familiar? Wordsworth felt exactly the same way in 1798. He coined this iconic phrase which still hits hard today: what man has made of man. Here's what makes this poem brilliant. Wordsworth doesn't just describe nature, he makes it come alive. Listen to this. Every flower enjoys the air it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played. It seemed a thrill of pleasure. He's not just watching nature, he's seeing pure joy everywhere. But this beauty makes him even more heartbroken about humanity. Remember, Wordsworth wrote this during the Industrial Revolution, the first time humans were really changing the planet on a massive scale. He was basically saying, look at how perfect nature is when we don't mess with it. So why do we keep hurting each other and our environment? One of the key techniques in this poem is personification, giving human qualities to nature. The flowers enjoy, the twigs spread their fan. This makes nature feel like the friend we should be learning from, not destroying. Plus, that repeated phrase, what man has made of man, becomes a refrain, like a chorus in a song, and impossible to ignore. In summary, Wordsworth figured out 200 years ago what we're still struggling with. Maybe the natural world isn't just pretty to look at, maybe it's showing us how to live.